Yeah, I think engineering is life. And it may interest you to know that the number one person on the engineering list is God himself. You hear that at the beginning, he created this, he created that out of his own ingenuity. Engineering is all about thinking very fast to solve the problems of humanity. So, if you are hearing about budgets, this state government is presenting this budget, the other state government is presenting this budget, federal government is presenting this budget. I don't think any government from the all tiers of government, local, state and federal, that present a budget that is less than 60 to 70% engineering based. Then I don't think the government would be functional. Engineering is in every walks of life. Yeah. In the medical, the syringe they are using is engineering products. If you go to the law, even the microphone, everything they are using, even the desk is engineering based. So engineering, it is a goodwill. I would say in 2014, it's a function of the goodwill, because provision can be met, but without exclusion. And one thing I want us to know is that if in 2014 in Nigeria or the world over has to reckon with the development that is taking place, a square peg must be put in square holes by allowing engineers to be at the headship of engineering-based parastatals, ministries, boards, agencies.
Well, Dantata Sawoe is a multidisciplinary firm in Nigeria in the built industry. Multidisciplinary meaning we offer the full, it's a one-stop shop, full scope of services, architecture, engineering, and indeed construction. So, and we've been around for about 20 years and doing our own bits in Nigeria.
Dantata Sawoe Group is a multidisciplinary firm in the built industry in Nigeria, which has been around for over 20 years. The group always look at for clients' obligation and hopefully exceed their desire, needs, aspiration, and interpret to the best of their abilities by carrying their clients along. The management of Dantata Sawoe strongly believe that if a client A is happy, it will give a good recommendation to client B. That has been the strategy for staying in business.
Well, look, you always want to satisfy the client and meet the client's obligations and hopefully exceed the client's desires, as the case may be. What we try to do is to be as thorough as we can, try to understand the client's needs, the client's aspirations and desires, and interpret it to the best of our ability, carrying the client along and hopefully deliver successful projects. And if client A is happy, he will certainly give you a good referral to client B, who will give you a good referral to client C. So I believe that the clients are happy because we're delivering successful projects to them, projects that are working, hopefully exceeding their expectations, and probably that's why we're getting repeat clients and staying in business.
Dantata Sawoe, as a consultant with the main contractors such as Dantata Sawoe Construction Company, is currently working on Dutse Airport in Jigawa State, Nigeria, as well as Bayelsa State Airports. The group is also handling some commercial real estate development in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, among other projects.
Probably just talk about the ones that we're currently working on now. We're doing the airport, the international airport in Jigawa State, the Dutse International Airport. We're also working on the airport, currently working on the airport in Bayelsa State. In Abuja, we are doing some commercial real estate development. Inca Plaza is ongoing, a few other ones around. So those are some of the projects we're currently working on. If I go back to those we've done before, I think it will be a very long list, and there are many things. El Mansour Atelier happens to be the consultant for Bayelsa Airport. I think I can't put it any plainer than that. And the main contractors for the Bayelsa Airport are Mrs. Dantata Sawoe, which also happens to be an indigenous Nigerian company. So I don't know where people got the idea that there are foreigners working. I mean, if the consultants are Nigerians and the construction company is Nigerian, that suggests to me that these are Nigerian outfits. Of course, a portion of it will be done by a Chinese company, but the key players there are challenging projects that I'm looking for. I'm actually relishing the challenge. The terrain is extremely challenging, and what we need to do there over a very short period is challenging. But I relish the challenge, and I believe that we will deliver.
Just as every single project comes with its own challenges, El Mansour Atelier is faced with some challenges in project delivery, which comes in various ways according to the project. But the group's team of professionals has been trained to face and surmount challenges, no matter how difficult it is.
Every single project comes with its own challenges. Like asking a father which of your children has been more challenging. I think every single project comes with its own challenge. I'm just telling you about Bayelsa Airport, which in a way appears to be the most challenging now, because you're working in a very difficult terrain. It's swampy. You need to do a lot of sand filling, and you need to consolidate the place in a very, very short period and build and deliver your airport. So I think that every single airport has come with its challenges, and I won't place one over and on top of the other. What may be a difficult situation in project number one may become an easier situation in project number two, but then you meet something else which you need to deal with. But that's why we are there. We are trained to resolve those problems and those challenges.
Borders Associate Nigeria Limited, an engineering consultancy firm duly registered and incorporated in Nigeria, is mainly operating in the built environment. Formerly, the company's business name was known as Borders Group, when its operation spread into the oil and gas subsector of the Nigerian economy. However, the emergence of Borders Associate Nigeria Limited required the firm to solely operate in the construction industry in Nigeria.
Yeah, Borders Associate Limited is an indigenous engineering firm. Basically, we do consultancy, we provide consultancy service, and we are duly registered. We are duly registered and incorporated to offer the service in this country. And initially, we'll register under the business name of Borders Group. And, eventually, we now try to diversify into other. We have some other part of the Borders Group that's into oil and gas, and but Borders Associate Limited is purely consultancy firm as part of Borders Group.
Has been involved in multiple phases of engineering projects, such as road design projects for Federal Ministry of Works, the design of erosion control system for FEMA, and some other infrastructure projects for Federal Road Safety Commission.
Yes, there are quite a number of challenges. The first thing is to get a job. That is the first challenge, to even get a job. Because the awarding bodies, I'm talking about the MDAs, which are the major clients, or the consultant contractor has. To get the job, those things are not always done properly. So to even get the job from the MDA, so from the client, is the first challenge, you see. Then implementation also, you know, a young engineer, young consultant that you want to organize a firm, you talk about the financial capability. So it's also another issue. So, and nobody is going to help you. Nobody is going to ask you how you're going to get this done. And so you have to try and put yourself together, build everything from the scratch. And that is why we start putting hand in so many other things, you know, to survive in this country. You know, because if you sit down on the consultancy alone, you might not survive it. Some of the time when you even try to get, when you even got the job, eventually you are not paid. Your payment is delayed. So if your payments are delayed, then you can't pay your staff. How do you cope? You know, you send people to site, you send, you know, you have IT students, you have NYSC core members serving under you, and they can't pay them. You know, it's not too good. So the payment, the financial capability, financial involvement on this project, there are a lot of pose a lot of challenges to development of engineering firm, you know, in the sector. Yeah, actually, starting from those projects we're working on presently, we have some design projects, the consultancy, engineering consultancy services for road designs in Federal Ministry of Works. And we have some have some projects under Federal Road Safety. Those one are infrastructural development, and we have some other FEMA, some projects under FEMA, design of erosion control systems for, you know, for some clients. You know, they will come, they will bring it, please design this. So, and your question about the challenges, I would say the managerial skill, fine, is we still need to improve on it. I would say that, you know, management is in two ways. You know, management is, who are you to manage? You, if you're a manager, you manage both the workforce, then you manage also the client. So you should be able to relate the two, right? So we talk about even the workforce that you have, those people that are going to implement, the people that have direct, you know, that are directly on the project, you have to manage. You also have to manage resources. So I would say, well, you know, we don't have more challenge on that. The only thing we told us in our company, the only thing we have, I don't believe in putting too many people on my jobs. You know, I like to, you know, like making a form of division of labor and, you know, give responsibility like a subhead. So those one will now transfer those responsibility to, you know, other ones. So it will be easier for you to manage. But if you sit down and try to do everything, you know, put so many people, guide, you are the one that will look for who, the driver that is taking this, you are the one that will look for the person that is taking, you know, you might miss a lot of issue. So I think we don't have much issue on the management, you know, on the
Well, via this time will permit us. Anything that have a glorious beginning definitely must come to an end. Well, I want to say thank you so very much for all, and I believe you must have learned so much. But let me just pause a while. You've seen the CEOs we've carried today. They're all Nigerians. They started small. They surmounted some of the challenges. They believe in themselves. If there's something I'm taking away from what the young executive director of Dantata said, was consistency. You must believe in yourself. You must be focused. More importantly, you must be disciplined. If you believe, you conceptualize in your heart, definitely it's achievable. They are where they are today because they have actually paid their price. I want to encourage you that's watching, wherever you are, whichever country you are watching us, it is possible. You can be a success like them if only you believe in yourself. This is what will draw the wrap of the program. Tomorrow they say it's another day. Always believe in